Welcome to Billboard Blitz, where I give you a quick update on the top songs on the Hot 100 Billboard charts this week, as well as what tracks are falling the hardest and other ones that are taking a major jump in popularity. We're also going to take a trip back in time to reflect on an old classic. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Let's Blitz. I believe it was last week as well that I talked about The Weeknd at an awards ceremony, but I believe I only touched on the awards that he himself had won. Not this time, because at the 2015 BET Awards, that's Black Entertainment Television, The Weeknd had just finished singing his brand new song, The Hills. The curtains then opened up to introduce Alicia Keys, who then joined our boy for Earned It. And, as you probably can guess, it was a fantastic performance.
Boy, you're perfect. You're always worth it. You deserve it. The way you work it.
Video in description. Earned It dropped 2 spots this week to number 10.
No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home.
Everyone loves a good rags to riches story, and Andy Grammer is a perfect example of that. Before releasing his first track, Keep Your Head Up, he was a busker. I had no idea what that meant, so I went to the dictionary and discovered that that means he performed on the street. So remember, if you're walking down Main Street and you see a man with a guitar, you may be looking at the next hit artist. Honey, I'm Good climbed 1 spot to number 9.
So no, honey, I'm good. I can have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home, and if I stay,
Remember when Gundam Style hit a milestone on YouTube? Well, fast forward a couple years, and David Guetta hit his own milestone on Spotify. He has reached 2 billion plays on the music platform, tying with Eminem and Ed Sheeran. He's also the first EDM and French artist to do so. He is also the most followed artist on Spotify, with 6.8 million people following him. When I heard this, I didn't exactly find it amazing because I don't use Spotify. Do you use it? Is it worth the money? Should I give it a shot? Hey Mama climbed 1 spot to number 8. Can we go back to the BET Awards for a second? The second person on our list to perform at the event, Jason Derulo, joined up with, I am going to pronounce these names wrong, Ciara and Tinashi to do a dance tribute for Janet Jackson. And as someone who has taken 1 dance class in his life, I say it looked frickin' painful to watch. And by that, I mean all of my bones would have snapped 30 seconds in. Watch the video and see if you understand where I'm coming from. Jason Derulo's Want to Want Me drops 2 spots to number 7. Do you remember Rick Astley? He's the man best known for Never Gonna Give You Up. Well, he was performing at the 80s themed festival Let's Rock London, but when he went on stage, he did something that I don't think anyone suspected. He played a modern song, Uptown Funk to be exact. Do you want to hear it? A fan in the audience took a cell phone video of the concert, so the audio's not exactly great, but here you go. I'm sorry, I couldn't pass up the opportunity. Uptown Funk stays put at number 6.
Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me.
Ever go to the darkest depths of the internet where the women are overly giddy and the men are overly douchey? I'm talking about Tumblr. I myself don't go to this site just in fear of the people, but when doing research on Walk the Moon, I found a Tumblr link that shows photos of the band with face paint on while they perform on stage. If you want to check it out, it's in the description. This actually makes a little bit of sense to me because whenever I used to perform on stage, I would need my hat just to fend off the nerves. I wonder if that's why these guys do it. Or maybe it's a fashion thing. Shut Up and Dance goes down 1 spot to number 5.
Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me.
Who is responsible for success? I ask this because back in 2012, Omni wrote and released Cheerleader with very minimal success, and it wasn't until DJ Felix Yen, yes, that's how you pronounce the name, did a remix of the song and it climbed as high as it did. So while both gentlemen do get credit for the success, people are arguing which is more vital to the track. My opinion is that one cannot survive without the other, so kudos to both for their success. Cheerleader jumps 3 spots to number 4.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. For me, boy, yeah. 17:30,
I promise I'm gonna stop talking about the BET Awards after this one. I just wanted to talk about the performance that Fetty Wap gave, because I'm in the minority saying it was nothing that memorable. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't as big as people are saying. Fetty Wap performed Trap Queen at the end of the show, and while he did look good, I found that in itself, the performance lacked energy. But that may just be me. Did you see the performance? What did you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Trap Queen stays put at number 3.
hit the strip club, we be letting bands go. Everybody hate who we just call them fans.
Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Hey!
I remember last week that I was talking about Walk the Moon and how they wrote their latest album, and that I find it fascinating how songs are written. I found this one especially fascinating. Taylor Swift said that some of the lyrics were about Katy Perry trying to sabotage Swift's tour by stealing her backup dancers. Then, Katy Perry compared Taylor Swift to Regina George from the movie Mean Girls, the main blonde one. Then Taylor made the Bad Blood video with all of her friends, essentially picking sides, and then Perry did something with Madonna. I don't know. It all seems very petty to me. Just a bunch of public name calling. Just get them into a room together, let them talk it out, and settle the whole thing. Anyways, Bad Blood stays put at number 2.
Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done.
Time now for our specialty part of the show where we talk about the ups, the downs, and the backwards. Our major fall this week is actually a tie. 2 songs fell 12 spots on the charts this week. Falling to number 75 is Smoke by 1,000 Horses.
She's slow. I pull her in nice and slow. She's a habit and I can't let go.
And Jessie J's track Flashlight, which dropped to number 88.
I got all I need when I got you and I. And look around me and see sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me.
There's also a tie for our major climb. What a day it is to be alive. Both of these songs climbed 14 spots this week. At number 68 is How Many Times by DJ Khaled featuring Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, and Big Sean.
How many times I got over? How many times I gotta tell that to come over? I f you right, have you walking from side to side? How many times?
And for the second week in a row, Sam Hunt's House Party does another major climb to number 52.
Time home to you. We'll have a house party. We don't need nobody. Turn your TV off. Break that boombox.
The man's on a roll, but I doubt we're gonna see him in the top 10. Happy Canada Day, everyone, meaning it's the 1st of July, which means we're taking a short trip back in time to 2014 to see what song was top around this time. 7 weeks, Fancy was #1 in the world, and since then, Iggy Azalea has been in the mainstream, even appearing in the latest blockbuster, Furious 7. Granted, she did just pop up and get her nose broken, but hey, fame comes in small doses. How long do you believe this popularity is going to last? Could it be as long as our #1?
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane.
I was surprised on the lack of covers this song has received. It's been like a handful. I was expecting videos and videos and videos. But what I'm more surprised at is on who decides to cover the song. Like, for instance, Carrie Underwood. See, she was performing on stage and out of nowhere, she does her own version of this song. And no, not Charlie's part. No, Carrie went on stage and rapped Wiz Khalifa's part. And she was so white. Staying at #1 this week is See You Again. Thus ends the Blitz. Thank you for tuning in. What do you think of the list this week? Think See You Again will remain the top dog next week? I'll see you guys on Saturday for Ramble On, but before that, we sign off the show with a quote from Hans Christian Andersen, where words fail, music speaks. See you next week.